Good day, good day, everybody. I hope everyone is doing well. Yes, I am on, and I'm just fixing my mic. All right, there we go. There we go. Good day, everyone. Welcome to SIP with Red Melissa. I am Red Melissa, and this is Morning SIP with Red Melissa. And SIP is an acronym. It stands for Spirit in Practice, where we practice because practice makes progress. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. It's wonderful to be with you all today. Let me introduce myself. I am Red Mel. I use Red Melissa. My friends call me Mel. I use the technology of spiritual psychology, spiritual practices, and universal principles to companion people in disrupting limiting patterns of thinking, believing, behaving by prioritizing their mind and their heart to reveal the healing within so that they can transform their lives. This is my passion. This is my purpose. What I know is that the healing happens from within. It is an inside job. So I am an ordained interfaith minister, a licensed religious science practitioner, a spiritual life coach, and the spiritual director, senior minister at Rockland Centers for Spiritual Living, a new thought center in New York. If you need support, if you've been looking for a spiritual life coach, here I am. You can reach out to me. You can send me a message on my social media at Instagram and on Facebook at I am Rev Melissa. And we can set up some time to talk. I am right now checking in to see if anyone is interested in spiritual life coaching. I'm starting a new cohort in September. So we have time, reach out, and we can set up some time to talk. So I hope everyone is well. Let me just say some good mornings to everyone. Oh, good day, Lori. Lori saying good morning. I just happened to be on IG. Oh, I'm so excited, Lori. It's good to see you and sending you healing vibes, healing vibes, healing vibes. So good day, everyone who's joining me on Facebook and on YouTube. Good day, Shay from Colorado. I hope you're doing well. Good day, Brian. Happy Tuesday from you and Bonnie. Wonderful. Good day, Linda. Magnificent Tuesday to you too, love. So I hope everyone had a good weekend, extended weekend, because y'all know now my weekends are extended. And we're in a new series. We start a new series today. So let me just check in with y'all. Because last week, our worship series was the bomb. I'm just saying it was the bomb. So have y'all done any worship? Have you done any worship, right? That irresistible union, right? That opening up. Have you done any as your spiritual practice? Because that's what we're doing. We are just practicing worship. And so today we're going to move into a new series. And what sparked this new series is I was driving. I was in Maryland for the weekend, checking in with some friends, and it was just a lovely weekend. And on my drive down, I decided to listen to a book. And that's not something I commonly do, but I'm getting more into it, right? So the book that I decided to listen to is a book that I've had for years that I've been wanting to read, but just haven't read yet. And I said, oh, that would be a good book to listen to. So the book is The Biology of Belief by Bruce Lipton. The Biology of Belief by Bruce Lipton. And the subtitle is Unleashing the Power of Consciousness, Matter, and Miracles. I listened to the whole thing. It is so good. It is so good. So I don't know if anyone has read this book, but I highly recommend it. The Biology of Belief, Bruce Lipton. So what struck my fancy was, he's talking about biology and our cells and our genes and how we see the world, right? Talking about our subconscious mind, our conscious mind. And I always love when someone from the science community is talking about what I'm talking about from a spiritual lens. Yes. And one of the things that he spoke a lot about was perception, how we change our behavior through perception, right? And that got me to thinking, hmm, that would be a really good series. Perception, perception. So that's where we're going this week. We're going to the land of perception where all of us live. All of us live in the land of perception. So good day, Michelle. Michelle got her prayer and worship in this morning. All right now, Michelle. I see you, girl. I hope it was good. I know it was. I know it was. So we always start our new series with what? The definitions. Yes, yes, yes. And so I'm going to share two definitions. I'm going to share one from the dictionary, and I'm going to share one from the book by Bruce Lipton. So the one from the dictionary says this: perception, a single unified awareness derived from sensory processes while a stimulus is present. A way of perceiving, awareness, or consciousness. View. The origins of the word perception was first recorded in the 1350s to 1400s, and the origin of the word, and for me, the origin of the words is the vibration of the word. So the vibration of the word perception is a taking in, a taking in. Okay. Now I want to share Bruce Lipton's definition of perception that he writes in the book, The Biology of Belief. So this is what he says. The definition of perception is awareness of the elements of environment through physical sensation. Awareness of the elements of environment through physical sensations. Okay? So those are the two definitions. And what I want to pull out from each one is this one word: awareness. Awareness. Okay? Perception has everything to do with our awareness, right? You could just think about something that happened, right? You could have a situation that two people experience together, and their perception of that experience can be totally different. Same same set of circumstances, same set of facts about what happened, yet their perception about it can be totally different. So perception is a very, very powerful awareness for us to use, for us to be aware of. And our perception is something that orders our day in such a dynamic way. So being aware of how we are perceiving ourselves and others and the situations around us can determine how we experience our life. Yes, how we experience our life, right? Because what is it? It is awareness, it is consciousness. So, what is your level of consciousness as you go through the day to day? And for many people, their level of consciousness is unconscious, unaware, not present, right? So we get to use the power of perception that is a part of our biology, it's a part of our makeup, right? To determine how we experience each and every moment. Yes? Yes, Stacy. Stacy Sharon. Yes, so true. And we all perceive from a different point of view. Yes, we do. A different point of view. That's why it doesn't make any sense to argue about things. Because what we're really arguing about is how we perceive things. And there are so many dynamics, there's so many factors, there's so many variables of how we come to view our world through the lens of our perception that colors everything, everything, right? That started in vitro, in vitro, right? It started in vitro. So I'm not going to dig deep into the biology of it all the way that Bruce Lipton does, but we're going to unpack perception and how we can become more aware of what is driving our perception of ourselves and of our Mm, life, of our the situations that we find ourselves in. What is driving that, right? What is the root of our perceptions? So we're going to dig in, y'all, because like I say in the welcome, it's all an inside job. It all is from within. How are you perceiving yourself? Let's start right there. How do you perceive yourself? Some of us are still perceiving ourselves the way that other people perceived us, which probably was a little distorted, right? Depending on the environment that you grew up in, right? If we grew up in an environment that was not aware, that environment that may not have been as loving and nurturing as we would like for it to have been, right? If we grew up in that kind of environment, there were certain perceptions that were embedded in our subconscious mind, right? That can still be driving how we see ourselves today. But I got some good news. The wonderful thing about perception is that we can shift our perception. We can shift our perception like that. Like that. How? Through practice, by impressing upon, oh, y'all, I'm getting ahead of myself. Today's just supposed to be about the definitions. So let me stay with the definitions. Let me stay with the definitions. All right, Stacy? Yes, and Shay. Yes, I am a divine child of God. Imagine having that perception of yourself, right, Shay? That I perceive myself as a divine child of God. So that's where I'm going to leave this right now. The question for this week is, how do you perceive yourself? What do you perceive yourself as being? And be honest with yourself, because it's only through honesty and true awareness, right? Going within, being introspective, right? Contemplating on it, that we do the work, right? Like the for real work. So if we're not willing to be honest about how we perceive ourselves, then we won't be able to make an authentic shift, right? That could transport our lives to a whole nother dimension of deliciousness. Yes, Michelle's being honest. I see myself with some limitations. All right, Michelle. Who doesn't see themselves with some limitations? I think everybody could raise their hand that we can see ourselves with some limitations. And that's wonderful information to know because then we could work on the perception of seeing ourselves with some limitation. But the good news is that there is a divineness, a divine being within us that sees us as infinite, not limited in any way, right? And when we worship, mm, mm, we make that irresistible union once again with that divineness within us, right? To know that we are unlimited, that we are unlimited. But it's good to know that there's some remnants in there, right? Just hanging out in our subconscious mind that believes that we are limited in some way. Wonderful, Michelle. So Michelle knows what she gets to work with to start making that shift. Where do I see limitations in my life so that I could start to shift that perception, to heal that perception, right? Wonderful, wonderful. Fee, yes, unlimited. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. So that's where we're going. That is the question. How do you perceive yourself as being? Be honest. Be honest. All right. So write that down somewhere. Write it in your journal on a piece of paper, but write it down because that's where we're going this week. All right. And you don't think you have to come up with something that we would judge as negative. There's no negative or positive in this. It's just information. That's all. That is all it is. Don't assign it any type of label. It's just information. All right? All right, y'all. All right. All right. So that's where we're going this week. Our new series is Perception, and I am so excited about it. All right, y'all. So let's get into some joy news. So, as I mentioned, I had a fabulous weekend. I was in Maryland. I was there to support one of my girlfriends whose mom passed away, and they were having the memorial service on Saturday. And so I was there. It was just so wonderful. I was so touched because I was a part of they had like a slideshow with pictures of her mother over the different stages of her life. And I was there. I was in one of the pictures. So that really just touched my heart so much. It was so sweet for them to include me in that way. So shout out to Colette and the Forster family, and peace and blessings and love to you all as you continue your journey without mom in the physical form, because we know that she's with us, right? We know that she's with us. So I hope you all had a good weekend. Let's see what is going on this week. So, for those of you who participate in Rockland CSL's Hour of Power on Wednesdays, which is tomorrow, please know that we are on hiatus until September. So there will be no Hour of Power tomorrow. We will return the first Wednesday in September, and we're rebranding. So we will be called not the Hour of Power. We will change the name to Community Cafe. And so it's to expand, to invite more people in, to share their gifts, to share their talents within the community. And that is the community of the Congregation of Joy. Those of you who who are here through SIP, the Congregation of Rockland CSL, the Congregation of Friends, the Congregation of people I don't even know. Is for everybody. Everybody is part of the community. So stay tuned for more information about that. Let's see. This Sunday that passed and this Sunday coming, we're at Rockland CSL. We're in our July theme, which is speaking truth to circumstances. And this past Sunday, I shared my inspirational talk on the other SIP, Sunday in Praise, which comes on every Sunday at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. I shared my inspirational talk, Standing on Shiva. So we got to marry Hinduism with religious science. And that's what my talk was about. So if you missed it, you can check that out on my YouTube channel at I Am Rev Melissa. At Rockland CSL, we had a guest speaker, Dr. Arlen McDonald, and she spoke about the wise warrior. This Sunday is the fifth Sunday, and on the fifth Sunday, we do something spectacular at Rockland CSL. Our practitioners take over the service. So this Sunday, they're going to be doing something experiential is that the word? Like more hands-on experience of self-care. So please join us on Sunday at rocklandcsl.org. Go there for the Zoom link, or you can watch us live stream on Facebook. But come prepared to create a self-care plan for yourself. So we have dynamic practitioners, and they're going to guide you through that whole process. Okay? All right. What else is coming up? Oh, mark your calendars because the next meditation with the moon will be on August 1st, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time, right where you're watching me now on New Thought Media Network on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. August 1st, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And this moon is another super moon. So we get to go all the way in with our spiritual practice. We're going to release big stuff into that super moon. We're not going to leave anything back. All those perceptions that no longer serve us, we're going to release them into that super moon energy. So join me on August 1st, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. All right. And I want to give y'all a heads up for September. So in September, I decided that we're going to do this book, The Master Key System by Charles Haanel, for the month of September for SIP. That's what we're doing. It's basically 24 really quick lessons that covers everything. And it's a powerful, powerful book. It's probably The 30-Day Mental Diet by Willis Kinnear. You know, that's my number one go-to. And this might be my number two as far as books that teach in a lesson format. This one right here. So I'm telling you now, so you could get it now. The Master Key System by Charles Haanel. You might be able to find it on the internet for free. I don't know, but this is a keeper. So that's a heads up. I'll remind y'all every week till we get to September. All right. All right. I think that's it for today. So please join me as we go on this perception ride this week. Thank you all for joining me on Instagram. Thank you all for being with me today on Facebook and on YouTube. And of course, always on New Thought Media Network. Whew. Yeah, y'all, I went to the gym today. It was fabulous. It was fabulous. So I'm a little sweaty, but I am going to end the show now as soon as I can find my closing. All right, all right, all right. Oh, Soldier the One. Okay, you're funny. Okay, all right, I'll take that. I'll take that. It's good to see you, Wayne. I Heart Universe. Thank you, Wayne, for that. Thank you all. Have a wonderful day. Thank you, Michelle. Have a beautiful day also. Peace and blessings, everybody. Peace and justice. We're living life in joy, connected to our yes.